So the question has to be asked, why is Shaul lying? Why is Shaul speaking against the covenant? Why is he saying don't judge according to the Most High festivals? You know, that means allow wickedness to spread. Someone break the Shabbat. There's no judgment. Don't tell them right from wrong. Don't let them judge you. Why is he warning this? Why is he doing this? 2 Corinthians 12:7 tells us why. He says, lest I should be exalted above measure by the abundance of the revelations, a thorn in the flesh was given to me. Whoa, a thorn? He had a thorn in his flesh. He proclaimed this. A messenger of Satan stuck a thorn in his flesh. And this thorn stayed with him. And this is why he was against the covenant of the Most High. And this is why he was against the righteous. He was always against the righteous. There was no conversion. You can't be a murderer and get forgiven. There's no forgiveness. There's some lies that, you know, the Most High will forgive you for this. The Most High will forgive you for that. We see people doing things in Scripture. He did not forgive them. You see, he hasn't changed. People say he's changed. We the people changed him and his word. He the same yesterday, today, and forever. The way he felt years ago when Abraham them walked the earth, he feels the same way today. He hasn't changed. His word hasn't changed. He remains the same. And we take him lightly. And we play with him. We play around with this person that have this flesh in his side and speaking these wicked words. We can't play with this fella. So you see, this is the reason why he spoke against circumcision. This is the reason why he said through my lie. This is the reason why he lies. This is the reason why he spoke against the Kadash days, all the Kadash days, the new moons, the festivals. He spoke against all of the ordinances. This is what he did. He had a thorn in his flesh given to him by a messenger, Satan. We know the story. He asked the Most High to remove it. What did he say? You will have this flesh. No, this is what came out of his mouth. So what are we to do? Psalms 26:4-5. I have not sat with idolatrous mortals, nor will I go in with hypocrites. Shaul was a hypocrite. Nor will I go in with hypocrites. These are people that say they know the Most High. They love the Most High. And then they do something against his covenant. They keep Pesach in the land of their captivity. And you try to judge them. You try to tell them right from wrong. This is judging them, proclaiming to them right from wrong, telling them you shouldn't do this. You know, if we were operating in the land, you would have to be put to death for this. This is the thing they wouldn't want to hear. So these people are hypocrites. I have hated. Look at this. Here it is. The Congregation of Deceit. This is what he's saying. I've hated the Congregation of Deceit. I have hated the assembly, which is congregation of evildoers. We should hate. You see how the wicked rubs the righteous the wrong way? We should hate. I thought the Most High said we should love everybody. You see, that mess don't go over with the righteous. We cleave to his covenant. We realize the Most High can be straightforward with us. And when it comes to the wicked, we have to be straightforward with the wicked. I have hated the assembly of evildoers. Why? They are evil, causing more evil in our midst. As my son said on the Shabbat, I love what he said. I love what he said. If these evil people that commit iniquity, if they don't get killed, if they don't be put to death, their wickedness, it's going to cause us to be less Kadash. I was like, man, that's the Most High right there. That's his heartbeat. My son got his heartbeat. That was deep. We're talking about seeing someone get stoned, being in the midst of this. How will you feel? And he's bringing out a point. And his point was very powerful. Was the fact that if this person don't get killed, it's going to make us more wickeder and less Kadash. So you have to uproot the Most High job and plan was to uproot, to remove evil from the midst of his people. If he going to dwell with us. See, today we're in all these houses. I'm going to show you. He's not dwelling with these people. And will not sit with the wicked. And they said, why won't you sit with the wicked? They're wicked. What can I do in their presence? What can I do? They are in the gay bar. What can I do? This is what I can do. I can walk in that bar and defile myself with the defiled. That's all I can do. See, the Most High not walking into that place to try to get anyone out. The Most High deal with ask the people that was in those cities Lot were in. Ask the Most High. How did he deal with them? He sent Malaks to get Lot and his family out. Then he destroyed them with fire. See, this is what the Most High would tell you. You better come out of that. You better come out of that gay club. Come out that gay club, and now I'm about to destroy it. See, come out of Babylon. I'm about to destroy it. This is what he's telling us. As the days of Noah were, as the days of Lot. We say that, but we don't know the deepness of it. Dead Sea Scrolls, page 498. Watch this. See? We see this in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Do not learn precept in the company of hypocrites. I can't have, and I mentioned this in our Shabbat class, I can't have hypocrites in our class. I can't have it. Weak people, I don't mind. I can strengthen, if the weak people stay, as long as they love the Most High, trying to keep the commandments, I can strengthen them with the word, using the word of the Most High to strengthen them. But hypocrites I can't have. Here's a hypocrite. The Most High said, if the man break the Shabbat, you shall stone him with stones. The hypocrite says, we can't do this. We should forgive. We should forgive this person. The Most High is saying stone him with stones, and the hypocrite saying, no, we can't do this. We have to forgive this person and allow the wickedness to remain in our midst. So we can't learn the Most High's precept in the company of hypocrites. They hold us back. We can't flow. They become agitating to us. Especially in those high Kadash days. Especially. We need a sure enough pure Kadash class. All our words should be of righteousness. No folly. We're not even supposed to speak a word of folly on the Shabbat. All words should be wholesome and pure. No arguing on the Shabbat. We don't know any better. You don't argue on Shabbat. You don't argue on these high Kadash days. And we have to remember, even if our spouse starts something, we have to remember we're in a high Kadash day. Let's discuss this later. And if they're righteous, they say, okay, we'll discuss this later, because the conversation is getting a little heated. We have to discuss these matters later. We'll deal with this later, not today. Noah come to the furnace with a totterer, for he will melt away like lead. This is someone unstable. He's not bad. He's not strong. He's unstable. And will not stand up in the fire. He can't, because when hard times come, he can't deal with it. And do not entrust a sleepy man with something delicate. I want to jump down here. Noah put your trust in a man with twisted lips. This is the part I want you to hear. Don't you put your trust in a man with twisted lips, saying things like, if you get circumcised, you are a debtor to keep the whole law. What kind of twisted lip is that? I'm like, man, we got to keep the whole law when we come to the knowledge of the truth. And you have a son that's not circumcised, and you realize he has to be circumcised. You have to get him circumcised, because we are keeping all of the Torah regardless of what this man with twisted lips has already said. Because we don't want to break this covenant. We want to be back in covenant with him. For he will surely twist your judgment. This is the reason why we shouldn't trust. If you're listening to Shaul, Shaul is this sprouter of lies that's leading the congregation of deceit. And they will surely twist your judgment by their lips. Let no one judge you according to the Shabbats or the new moon. Oh my goodness, these are high Kadash days. The new moon, there are things, I can't go into them now, but there are things that happen in these days. These are high Kadash days. And he says, let no one judge you according to the Shabbats or the new moon or festivals. Don't let no one judge you according to these days. It says his desire will not follow the truth. The truth is Torah. So his desire, I told you, he didn't intend for us to keep Torah. Right here, what you're seeing in the Dead Sea Scrolls, this is truth. In your face, truth. His desire will not follow the truth. This is his desire, not to follow Torah. I told you Psalms 119, 142, that the Torah is truth. The law is truth. So he doesn't have any desire to follow it by the fruits of his lips. This is what we're seeing. Dead Sea Scrolls, page 310. I thank you, O Yahuwah, for you have placed my soul in the bundle of the living and have edged me about against all the snares of the pit. We have so many different snares before us. We have so many different traps before us, and our people are stuck in these traps, in these nets. Violent men have sought after my life. Did not Shaul seek after the righteous? Did he not say out of his own mouth, he murdered the righteous? Murdered. Shaul was a serial killer? Be careful protecting serial killers. He was a serial killer. Because I've cleaved to your covenant. See, these men, they're going to be, the Christians, they're upset when we cleave to the covenant. And they get, oh, you are cleaving to the covenant? That's done away with. We are in a new covenant. You're trying to cleave to the old covenant, and we are in a new covenant. This is what the Christians are saying. For they, here we go, an assembly of deceit. Here is the congregation of the deceit. We read about this congregation of deceit over and over. And a hoarder of B. Know that my stand is maintained in you. We stand and maintain in him and his favor, and he will save our soul. And he ordered our steps. Our steps proceed from him, and he keeps us. He's a keeper of his people. Dead Sea Scrolls, page 316. Look at this. Here we see the teacher of lies. I seek you, sure as the dawn. Your approaches as a perfect light to me. The Most High come to us as a perfect light. Look at this. Teacher of lies have smooth things. The teacher of lies, they smooth things. Your people with words. They have taught your people smooth things with their words. And false prophets have led them astray. So this is the congregation of deceit, teaching the Most High people false, smooth lies. This is what they're doing. Twisted words. It says they made your people astray. They perish without understanding. These teacher of lies, this congregation of deceit, they lead the Most High people without understanding. You go to churches, you come out without understanding. In the camps, you have some understanding, but there's many things you still don't understand concerning the word. And they're proclaiming they're in the truth. How is it? There are too many verses that your teacher, because he's led by Shaul, refuses to go into. This is a huge problem, and it should be a huge flag for our people.